Okay boys and girls, so today I'm just going to change out this lens from the HD camera for the DJI system. You'd be surprised, the reason I'm doing this video is because you go on YouTube and it's unbelievable how many people think you have to change out the whole camera, but you don't. So basically on this one, this is a DC5, all I've got to do is remove the pivot screws. And what I've also done is removed the front standoff top screws just to give us a bit wiggle room. So you do that, pull the camera out, and the lens itself with the camera, the glue they use is extremely strong. You can't get it off unless you heat it up. So what you need to do is borrow your wife's hairdryer or your own hairdryer if you're that way inclined, if you've got hair, unlike me. Warm it up. Get it nice and warm, and then take some strong pliers. On this occasion I'm using mole grips, and once it's nice and hot, give it a good twist, bam, and it'll go. Once it's gone, that's it, it'll unscrew nicely. Unscrew, and then you can put your new lens in. Now the new lens, I bought my replacement ones from Drone Authority. I've just checked on the website and they're out of stock, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, but $7.99, brand new lens. I'm sure you can find them elsewhere. There'll be plenty of retailers who can supply this to you. So get the new lens. There we are. Oh, and by the way, I've got gloves on because what I don't want to do is get any dust or anything onto the IR filter or the lens itself. I don't want to get anything inside of my camera, so I'm just keeping everything nice and clean. Unscrew the old lens and put the new lens in. Screw it in, there you go. Easy. Okay, so at this point you're wondering, why is he changing the lens? Well, I had an unintentional landing. Nah, I crashed it. Scratched the lens, and I tried polishing the lens using toothpaste and my Dremel. Unfortunately, yeah, I got the scratch out, but unfortunately it takes off. There's a coating on there, and the coating then creates all sorts of blurred image and everything. So it's useless. Don't bother messing about. Just buy a new lens and put it in. If you scratch your lens, don't bother messing about with it and trying to fix it. It's a waste of your time. Okay, so the glue. So we're going to put the new lens in. At this point you're going to need to power up your quad, get your goggles on, focus the thing, get it nice and focused. And the glue I'm going to use, or the glue I would recommend, would be, I got this from a local store, and it's basically a form of silicone. So if you put a little bit of that on your threads, and then as you screw it in, it'll get on the threads and hold the thing tight. It's going to take 24 hours at minimum to cure, but get it on. Tiny little dab on your threads, that's all you need. Don't go spreading it everywhere, you don't need that. Tiny little dot, and then as you screw it in, your threads are going to take it up, and once you've got your focus point, just leave it, put it to one side, forget about it for at least 24 hours, I would say. Probably better 48 hours, and then you're good to go. I hope that's helped everybody. Thanks for watching. John from the future here. Something I should have mentioned earlier was, when you're putting your glue onto the threads, only put it on the threads nearest the lens. As you can see here on the original one that I took out, it's only up on the first 2 or 3 threads. Put it there, and as you screw it in, it'll only capture the first 2 or 3 threads. Great. And then on the next occasion you have to change it, warm it up, and it'll come out nice and easy. Another thing I want to say is, do not use super glue. Super glue will be horrendous, because what it does, it gases off and it will put a white coating on the interior lens and it'll totally ruin it. So don't use super glue, only use like a silicone based stuff, or you can actually use nail varnish, believe it or not, but I'm preferring to use silicone. It's a nice rubbery material which will absorb vibrations and everything. Okay, just thought I'd make that point. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now. John from the future here. A little point I should have made earlier in the previous video. When you're putting your glue on, put near the threads towards the end of the lens, as the original was. As you can see, it's very neat. Oh, fuck off.